Well, guys, yesterday I can certainly tell you karma was in my corner because after giving you free winners on the Spurs in the first two games of their series against Portland here on the video report for free, plays that I didn't bet on, yesterday I came out with a play that matched the biggest of my career in the NBA, a 15-dime release on San Antonio in Game 3, and they rolled to the easy road route. And I dare you to say that 3 times quickly, rolled to the easy road route. And that's the last time I'm going to try saying the damn thing. So, karma, as I said, was in my corner. And those 15-dime plays in the NBA, now 44-30 with them since the 2009 season. And, of course, these are the same plays in the NFL that have gone 68-47 with the past 4 years, including 17-7 last season. And today I'm coming right back with another play just as strong. 15-dime release on the Oklahoma City LA Clippers side. I think that's the best bet on today's card. And again, it's another play that matches the highest rated play of my career in the NBA. Now, yesterday, I also capped a 2-0 sweep in the NBA and hit the third time with 4 free plays in the NBA by giving you the Brooklyn Nets over Miami. I'm going to give you a free selection in just a moment and break down your late night game between Washington and Indiana, plus an early baseball pick as well in the Tigers and Twins. That's all coming up in just a second. Well, guys, listen, today the play I want to talk about and the handicapper I want to focus on is Jeff Benton. Today, his first ever 150-dime NBA release. It's the Pacers-Wizards side. Now remember, he just hit a 100-dime play, number 5 out of 7, in fact, on Wednesday, when you got his winner with the Thunder by 11 over the Clippers. You got that as the half-price play of the day. It's bigger than last Saturday's 100-dime winner when he gave you the Pacers in Game 7 against Atlanta. Today, first ever 150-dime play of his career in the NBA, and I'm going to make this the half-price play of the day for a guy who has won 23 of the past 31 days, making $10 bettors $7,530, and you've got 18 of those 31 plays at huge discounted prices just like today's. Again, half-price play of the day, Jeff Benton's first ever 150-dime NBA release of his career, Pacers-Wizards. It goes at 8 Eastern Time. You get it for half price by using coupon code HALF, H-A-L-F. Now, on Saturday, the half-price play of the day happened to be Craig Davis, who had his second biggest play of the year. It was his winner on Brooklyn last night, a 75-dime play, and again, you got it as the half-price play of the day. Well, today, he's got another 75-dime play, again marking his second biggest NBA play of the entire season, not just the playoffs. It's his Eastern Conference semifinal total of the year, the Indiana-Washington over-under. And today it's going to be $9 payday winner number 12 out of 16. $9 payday winner number 12 out of 16. It matches the 75-dime winner you got on the Nets last night as the half-price play of the day. It matches the 75-dime winner on Oklahoma City on Wednesday versus LA. Keep in mind, over the past 2 months, $10 bettors following Craig's daily advice have won $7,480. You get today's winner, second biggest of the season, $9 by using coupon code Davis9, D-A-V-I-S, and the number 9. And the 777 payout of the day, Brad Wilton going for winning day number 26 out of 43. It's another one of those 60-dime releases. His Western Conference semifinal total of the year, part number 3, Oklahoma City LA Clippers over under, part 1, Clippers Thunders over on Monday, part 2, Blazers Spurs over on Tuesday. You get it for $7.77 by using coupon code BRAD777, BRAD777. And FYI, you've gotten 79 of his last 89 releases rated at 60 dimes at huge discounted prices over the past 8 months. So that sets the table now for the free selections, and let's break down these two games. First of all, Washington and Indiana. I'm sure somebody in the NBA league offices thought maybe it was a good idea to have this game in the primetime game on Sunday night. I don't think so, especially based after the results of game number 3. Wouldn't you have been rather watching the Clippers Thunder late tonight? I mean, for me personally, I don't really care because, I've got other responsibilities on Sunday night. We got Madman on the DVR because I got to watch The Good Wife. I got to watch The Mentalist. I have my priorities. I assure you, one of them is not watching the Wizards game tonight. Now, listen, the Wizards are 4.5-point favorite. God knows why in this game after how pathetic they were in game number 3. Hey, look, after scoring 102 points in the series opener and pulling off the road upset of the Pacers in Indiana, the Wizards have responded with a 4-point loss in game number 2, in which they hit for 82 points, and then they bottomed out big time, 63 points in the game 3 home loss a couple of nights ago. That's right, 85-63. They lost at home on Friday. Now, truth be told, this is a Washington Wizards team that did not really play that well at home all season long and actually had excelled on the road, and especially on the road in the postseason. But just 30 points in the second half for a Wizards team that was taking on an Indiana squad that had been struggling defensively for the past couple of months. But in reality, if you look at the overall series matchups between these two teams this year, when Indiana won the first 2 regular season meetings, they won them by scores of 93-73 and 93-66. You see the trend there, 73 and 66 points scored for Washington. In the game that they lost in the regular season, the third meeting, they gave up 91 points, and they lost by 13. Then, of course, game number 1 of this series, they gave up 102 and lost. Games 2 and 3, they held the Wizards to 82 and 63 points, and they won. Biggest problem for the Wizards right now is John Wall. He had his eye scratched in game number 3. He's going to play today. But listen, Wall's shooting has been pathetic throughout the postseason. I mean, this guy has barely hit at 35% in the first series against Chicago, which the Wizards won in 5 games, and in the first 3 games of this series combined. Without Wall at least giving something in the backcourt, that really negates the Wizards' advantage here because, as I've told you throughout this series, the Wizards' biggest edge here is that you've got John Wall and Bradley Beal against Lance Stephenson and George Hill. I'm sorry, I'm just not that impressed with the Wizards or the Pacers' backcourt. Now, along the front line, Roy Hibbert has suddenly woken up the past 2 games after a long season-long slumber. That's not good. Now listen, with Gortat, Nene, and Gooden coming off the bench, I do believe the Wizards can certainly give the Pacers a big enough battle. But here's the thing. Indiana, a team that has been emotionally fragile for a couple of months, a team that definitely needs to have a psychologist come in and visit them. No pregame speeches from their coach. No, they need a shrink to come in and put them all on couches and talk to them individually. The most dangerous thing when you're taking on a team that has been losing and then suddenly they turn it around is the fact that that team has now picked up some confidence. And that's what the Pacers have now. They've gotten some confidence after getting bashed in game number 1, winning game number 2 in a hard-fought last-minute battle in which they rallied for the win late in the fourth quarter. And, of course, they just absolutely put the defensive screws on the Wizards in game number 3. Listen, I think on paper, Washington can compete here. But now I'm left to question whether or not the Pacers got their mojo back. And I think, consequently, here the wrong team is favored. I mean, listen, could Washington pull off the win today? Yeah, they could, but with Wall shooting so poorly, with Ariza kept in check the past couple of games after that big first game outburst from three-point land, and with the team just coming off 63 points, including 30 in the second half, the team with no confidence right now has got to be Washington. So I'm getting 4.5 points. I'm going to grab them with Indiana in this contest. Once again, Indiana plus the points is your NBA free selection. Now, in baseball, I'm going to go with the Tigers on the run line minus. Well, actually, you can get them probably at a plus 110 underdog price at home against Minnesota. The game goes at 1:05 Eastern time. The rookie Robbie Ray, who was acquired in the Doug Fister trade to Washington during the offseason, making his second career start. I had the Tigers as a run line play earlier this week in Ray's debut Tuesday against Houston. Gave up 1 run in 5 1/3 innings and an 11-4 win for the Tigers. This guy pitched very well in the minors, 6 outings, 5 starts at AAA Toledo, had a 1.59 earned run average, and of course it carried over in his major league debut. So that's why I'm willing to go with the Tigers here in this spot. Plus, Ray's a left-hander. Twins, up and down the lineup, they are slumping right now. Most of their key hitters hitting sub 230. And as a team against Southpaws this season, they're only batting 233. Tigers won yesterday, bounding out 11 hits, 9-3 after losing Friday's series opener 2-1. They've won 11 of their last 14 games. Meanwhile, the Twins have lost 4 of their last 5. That's why I've got the willingness to go ahead and lay the 1.5, making the Tigers a slight home dog in this one as your other complimentary play. Well, that'll do it, guys. Best of luck to you all, and I will catch you again on Monday when we do this one more time.